Hey, what's up? What's going on out there? I'm about to check out this video about a man wrongfully convicted of homicide, committing homicide in Brooklyn in 2008. I'm just going to see what they're talking about with the story because I'm not familiar with the story at all, and just get my raw opinion about it.
To right a wrong. 52-year-old Arvell Marshall spent 16 years behind bars for a murder he did not commit. And video showing the real murderer was never fully presented in court.
But after authorities reinvestigated the case, the truth came out and Marshall freed from prison.
NJ Burka was there in court for the moment Marshall had been dreaming of for years. NJ joins us live from downtown Brooklyn. What a moment, NJ.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You know, this is a top to bottom failure of the criminal justice system. You know, Marshall was convicted largely because the prosecutor couldn't get the surveillance video to play in open court. And here's a question worth asking. Why did it take so long to overturn this conviction? Arvell Marshall waited 16 years in an upstate prison for this moment. And he says he never lost faith that it would come.
They knew I was innocent. They knew it would have proved my innocence, so they tried to keep it under the table. They was hoping I'd just shut up and just accept everything that they did to me, and I said, nah, I'm gonna fight.
Marshall was accused and convicted of murder for shooting his neighbor in the head outside the man's home in Crown Heights in July of 2008. But a grainy surveillance video from the street appeared to tell a different story, indicating the killer was one of two teenagers who fires just outside of frame. But according to the DA's follow-up investigation, the prosecutor was unable to play the video in court, making several attempts to do so. It appears that no one actually watched the entire video. Marshall proclaimed...
Wow, that's incredible, man. This man spent damn near 20 years in prison because they couldn't play a video. I mean, it seems like, too, the man didn't have any good representation at all, because if he did, he wouldn't have been in prison at all. They probably just picked any nigger out the crowd and just put him in the jail, you know. I mean, we'll just throw him in the prison industrial complex or mass incarceration system. It doesn't matter. We'll get our money out of him some way. But I really feel bad for this brother that he went through all of that for something like he didn't do, man. This is crazy.
His innocence throughout the trial, believing the video would prove it. Current Brooklyn DA Eric Gonzalez reopened the case, based largely on the video.
They didn't have the technology or the ability to play it, and what was provided were four still photos that did not show the entire incident. And that's just, unacceptable.
What's more, the DA says before the trial, an anonymous tipster contacted the defense, claiming the shooting was arranged by a drug dealer who lived next door to the victim and ordered a hit against a man he believed to be encroaching on his drug territory, and that the deceased was killed by a 16-year-old in a case of mistaken identity. Yet none of that ever came up during the trial. Marshall insists he's not bitter. He was not up for parole until 2033.
And let bygones be bygones. Whoever did it, I just hope they get justice for the victim and his family, man.
Well, the DA...
It'd take a lot for him to say that. I would have been like, look, y'all owe me some bread, a lot of bread. And what he should do with his team is sue the hell out of the city, because that's a great injustice. I mean, so-called black people, man, look, honestly, don't look to the justice system to save you, man. This is not our place of rest, man. And to the good men and women out there, man, just keep fighting. And, hopefully this man could piece together almost 20 years of his life and, get back on a good track. But he took it in stride, but he should sue going forward.
Has worked to overturn 39 wrongful convictions since he took office. Another 60 remain under active investigation here tonight. Live tonight in downtown Brooklyn, NJ Burke at Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Well, I'm about to end the video, but just imagine how many people were locked up and don't deserve to be there. Like, they just said they had some open cases, or excuse me, some cases that had like similar situations where like it was no evidence in the case. So, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like I said before, man, the good men and women out there, man, don't rely on the justice system to give you justice. Because the first thing you see is when you go to the justice building, it's a lady blindfolded, and the lady that you see is called Themis, a Greek god of so-called justice. So, hey, just the good men and women, keep your head up, and salute to this good man. Hope he, picks up the pieces and he's able to regain some of his life and still sue the city. Well, that's my 1-2. All right.